toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on another SEC rival, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David and the Commodores will kick it away to start. Coming out with it, it's Adams. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll do it himself. Fighting off the defender.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So Vanderbilt's offense has the ball for the first time. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front, because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, that can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Dropping back, it's Pavia. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Commodores decide to punt it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught, it's Horton. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Leaves it with the running back. creates a little room. He's run out of bounds at the 23 after the big gainer. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Off play action. That's caught. It's Bernard. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll leave it with the lone back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last 1st down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Quickly complete. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. He'll keep it on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They march 72 yards. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Got it set up on the outside. Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Looking for a man. It's Pavia. Right down the middle. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Wide open downfield. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. Wants to keep it in the air. Catch in the middle. It's Sherrill. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Stowers. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the 1st down marker. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. They'll run it from the gun. Running to Green. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door open, and all of a sudden there's a lot more confidence again. So which guy on this offense can hit the big home run and break this thing open?
Well, and the good thing is it's such a low-scoring game. I'm still very much in this. I can be who I am, make a few tweaks, make a few adjustments, and get this offense rolling.
Dropping back, it's Pavia. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the driver.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. Inside the 15. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On first down from the 13-yard line. They're going back to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Second down, he'll throw it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bama! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Northern Illinois is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to the Red Hawks of Miami. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Snagged in the middle. It's Stowers. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Running back searching for a hole. Past the 45. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Here's the handoff. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there. The Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To throw, it's Pavia. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Gonna run it, it's Alexander. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line, it's Alexander. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Alabama offense. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that right there, probably the biggest play in this game so far. The offense has the lead, and they're just trying to run the football to run this clock out. But the defense able to knock it out, jump on it. Now all of a sudden, this game has a completely different feel.
Guys, this offense has a couple of jobs. The first one, get the touchdown. Then they'll need the 2 to tie here in the 4th. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Got his man in the middle. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Going for 6. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
"90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the brain trust will go to work. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll try to power their way ahead. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Punt is in the air on 4th down. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Wants to throw. It's Pavia. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Stowers. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
First down, Commodores.
Looking to throw on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Finds his man. It's Alexander. Breaks into the open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Hoskins. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this third and long from the 20. Gets it out fast. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Not exactly a ton of points in this one. They just couldn't overcome the offensive struggles and come up short.
And that's a bad feeling when you're the offense because you see your defense time and time again getting stops, giving you the football back and giving you an opportunity. The offense, they just couldn't pull their own weight.
I hear you. It's a bad feeling for the offense, but it really sucks for us as defense because we got to keep going back on the field time and time again with no offensive support. A lot of times the frustration will lead on the sidelines.